Of all the crazy things ever done on this river, surely mine was the maddest. To build a warehouse by Clark Quay for the storage of ice. Imagine the cost on importing from Boston a shipload of ice, and this in 1854. Johnston joked about liquid assets melting away, but deep packed in fine American sawdust, enough stone water, for so the Malay call it, survived the journey that I foresaw handsome profit. Oh, you'd think the monopoly on ice in the heat here would be a solid cold gold mine. Sadly, daily sales were half my predictions. But it was not the sun that spoilt the business, but the strange taste of the English masters. They dress in suits and sweat all day and curse in their clubs the endless heat. Yet they enjoy drinking their beer warm. Can you explain this? Though they honoured me much, I find them a very peculiar people. Set this down. When you're last born in a large family, lost in poverty, chances of survival are small. But I, being so small from birth, needed only a tiny slice of luck to survive. And I did, surprising everyone. When the chance came, it was I who took the boat for Singapore. Do you wonder how this illiterate, standing 5 feet only as I went barefoot for work, should make his fortune and bring honour to his family? Begin business, you begin small. Well, I had experience of that. It made me hungry to survive. Some despise me, others like me because of my size. I did not trouble some. I ran errands for others, and little by little, always my way, little by little, I survived, surprising everyone. When the Chinese Chamber of Commerce invited me to meet the governor, he welcomed me, saying, as he bent down towards me, now I was one of the big boys. I asked for a translation. The governor asked me why I left China. I told him. I said, Singapore is like me, small on the outside, but big on the inside. The day I died, I was still 5 feet only, but everyone called me Big QT after that. Day after day, for 30 years, I did the Dhoby, scrubbing sweat-soiled sarongs and shirts and underclothings, slapping out stains against the stone steps, casting them clean to dry in the sun. And every evening, I saw the people slip off home, tired and filthy from the river labour, the sodden cotton clinging to their backs, dark rings under their arms, their skin clinging to their bones, dark rings under their eyes. Oh, how I wished I could wash them too, and lay their spirits out overnight, to be worn again with clean, smiling faces. Tan Yok Ni arrived, a young man on his own. He peddled cloth at first, but later grew rich, trading gambia and pepper, his shop on Boat Quay. Ku Cheng Jong came from Amoy, penniless. For 7 years he peeled pineapples, made bricks, hauled sacks of tapioca flour. Then he began trading under his own shop. His will was worth more than $1 million. Teo Hu Lai arrived aged barely 12, went to work in his uncle's chapetian, sweeping the floor, weighing out rice, packing sugar. Nightly, he swallowed his tears all the way to his stomach. He became a grocer, then ventured into the copra trade. He died owning ships and sago factories riverside at Havelock. Lim Kui Eng arrived from Fujian. He began as a bookkeeper. He impressed his Tauke, who looked favourably upon him. Kui Eng married the daughter and took over the firm. So many stories with the same beginning. Childhood chapters of poverty and degradation, in which the victim struggles to survive while learning the universal laws of life and labour. That to survive, a man must work. That work is never ending. That the greatest fear is not hard work, but having no work at all. That a day without work is a day which does not deserve rest. So many stories of lives going nowhere, until suddenly a new chapter. Here, by the Singapore River, they vigorously wrote their own history with a fairy tale ending, in which victims became heroes.